Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. It is May 21st at 4:13 a.m. Mountain Time. Somebody asked me what time do I go to bed in order to get up real early. I usually head to bed between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, and I'm usually out by then. I've always done that. I don't know what it is. But I think it's probably my mother's saying, early to bed and early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. I fell into the trap of the truth. Okay, so this morning we have a few things to go on to do. Somebody wants me to do a pendulum question on 45, getting a teenager pregnant and her giving birth and being in a foreign country. So that's kind of 3 questions with the pendulum. And then that's second. First, I want to do a Kipper spread on 45 and Epstein. I've never done that. We'll see what kind of connections they have and what they really, if they are connected or if they're not, right? And that's from Lucky H. I brutalize names, so I'm so sorry about that. And then, of course, after that, we will do the haunted house and some clarifiers here. Normal, everyday reading on 45. Just take his temperature, see where he's at. I know one day we're going to get to the point where we're going, oh, he's going. It's it. You know what I mean? I know it. I know that we're going to take that daily temperature of him so that we have a pattern and see what's going on. I love coffee. Okay, so here we go. This is how I shuffle my Kipper cards. It's the best way to do it. Get them all in there, shuffle them up. Let's do 45 and Epstein. 45 and Epstein. Donald J. Trump and Epstein Barr, is it? Is he related to Mr. Barr? Epstein? Barr? Is that really his last name? No, Epstein's his last name. Oh crap, I really don't know. Epstein. Okay, here we go. Epstein and 45. And I'm going to just make 45 the main man, the main character, and then we'll see where Epstein and everybody else falls. See what happens. Okay? That's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's 45 right there. Melania here. The marriage card, because of the marriage card. Grief of an anniversary. Look at that. So 45's here. Grief of an anniversary is upside down, and Melania is here, and marriage card and false person. It's all in the line right here. No, really, there's nothing wrong with your marriage. Okay. So it looks like Epstein showed up right here as the rich gentleman, and because it's right next to prison. In court. Okay. Can you see? Can you see? Okay, there we go. All right. So let's read the story. 45's right here. So we already read 45, the grief of an anniversary, Melania, marriage card, and false person. This way here is dishonored in the military, high expectations, receiving a gift, and bereavement. 45's bereavement, a gift, high expectations, and military, no protection. No protection from the, and there's bereavement. There's no protection. Pleasant letter, diagnosis, unpleasant letter. Then we have short illness right underneath 45. I wonder what the rich girl is. It's right next to Epstein. Oh. The rich girl, it's right next to Epstein. Now, there was some rumored around, I heard either somebody on the chat or something, that said that Melania was connected to Epstein. So maybe that is true, short illness. The rich girl, which was connected to Epstein, which is right here. And here we have prison. We have living room, which is home, life, and court. Epstein, prison life, home, and court person? You know, I never got that Epstein died. That doesn't mean he didn't, but I never ever got that this man was dead. I heard, so Epstein, prison, at home, and a court person put him there. Gloomy thoughts, a change, work occupation, and his thoughts. So if I'm going to read this, work occupation, a change, gloomy thoughts, rich girl, Epstein, prison, home, and a court person did it. I don't know. That's pretty far-fetched even for me. Because if that was true, then why hasn't he come out? Did he fake his own death just to live? He did. He was rich enough for that. Interesting. Okay, so let's move on. So 45 in connection. So grief of anniversary meetings with Epstein. He is definitely connected. Court here, unpleasant letter. 45, grief of an anniversary, meeting, short illness. And I think this really does represent Melania. She kind of shows up here twice because she was introduced from Epstein to 45. So this is the connection right here to Epstein and 45. They were definitely connected. Definitely connected. Melania actually had feelings for Epstein because she was, this right here, the emotion one for him going to prison. She had some emotions around that. Huh. Very interesting. What do we have here? Success in love, bereavement. This is very interesting too, where bereavement and short illness. I mean, prison didn't show up right next to 45 this time, which is unusual, but short illness keeps on showing up as well. And well, there's court. There's always something legal. And court showed up. Court in the White House. What does this one say? A journey. What does this one say? Gaining money, so losing money. So we have pleasant letter, which could be related to his short illness, the diagnosis. And then we have court right here. And then house, White House. And then a journey and losing money. So see, theft is always not so far away from the dork. A long ways away, pleasant. See, theft, military, 45. Theft, high expectations. So, high honors. Okay. Very interesting. But I'm curious about what this says. Epstein, prison, home, and a court person did it. I'm very curious about that. That would be something. Because work, occupation, change, gloomy thoughts, rich girl. I mean, Epstein has everything there's only two things that are upside down, which is his thoughts and the court doing something wrong. And the court's his thoughts about it, maybe. But 45 and him were definitely, absolutely in cahoots with each other. They knew each other. Even Melania had feelings around him going to prison. Interesting. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to a pendulum. Let's ask the question. Let's see. We'll bring out 45. Let me see if I can find this small child. How about, where are you? There's the little child. We'll put Journey there too. And we'll put, there we go. So that should represent 45, the child, the teenager. And ask the question. All right, pendulum, I need to know, did 45, I think he's not getting caught onto my doily thing here. Did Donald Trump get a teenager pregnant while he was an adult? Did Donald Trump get a teenager pregnant while he was an adult? Yes. Yes. Okay. So did she have the baby? Is there a child in a result of that pregnancy? Is there a child alive? Yes. Yes, there is. Okay. So let me ask one more question. Does she live in a foreign country with the child? Does she live in a foreign country with a child? Does she live in a foreign country with a child? Yes. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Oh, that's a huge yes. Yes, she lives in a foreign country. Okay, let me see if I can get is it Russia? Does she live in Russia? Does she live in Russia? No, she doesn't live in Russia. Oh, I was wrong about that. It's giving me a no that she doesn't live in Russia. I wonder where she lives. I always thought Russia because of the connection. Did she live in Russia? Is she Russian? Is she Russian? Is she Russian? Yes, she's Russian. Yes, she's Russian. All right. Well, there you go. There's some answers, some questions answered. Very interesting this morning. Very, very interesting this morning. Okay. Let's move on to 45's daily temperature check. Don't forget to put your questions for Sunday down in the comments. I've been capturing them all and writing them all down, making sure that we have those. And thanks for everybody going and checking out Footprints Tarot's channel. I hope you enjoy her. She's a hoot. She's just down to earth, literally down to earth. She's like, I'm just gonna read cards, and you know what I mean? No fluff, no. She's just very, very down to earth and funny. She's from Australia, so she says a few things, little sayings that we don't hear here in America, and she's funny. So thank you for that. And what else? If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here for a while, oh, thank goodness you are. And if you're just stopping by, if you like what you see, subscribe and like. Thanks, everyone. All right, let's do a 45 temperature gathering. See where he is at. See what he is doing. Does anybody else get really, 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 really upset that he won't unveil Obama's portrait? Who is he? Who is he to dishonor Obama? Who does he think he is? Ugh. Ooh, see, again, you saw me shuffle. You saw me cut the cards. You saw me draw from the middle of the deck. It just never stops. The coronavirus is still there. Let's see. Why do I keep on getting the coronavirus card? 445. Why do I keep on doing that? I don't know yet. The butler. Come on, Cyril. I'll show you the way. I'll show you the way out. All the bats in the belfry. That's what it always reminds me of. See all the bats? You know, you're illuminating and seeing all the bats flying around. Interesting. Okay. 5 of Swords. Manipulation. 5 of Swords, manipulation, abusive relationship with us. Worry, contemplation, worry. Huh. These are interesting, this one. Oh, and of course the last one all tied up. Very interesting today. Okay. Let's see if I can see these better. Aha! All right. So we have the coronavirus card that comes up every single time, and we have 5 of Swords, which is a violence, abusive relationship. 5 of Swords, and then here, which represents the Emperor. But you see how there's a person hiding from this big man monster. See that? So there's something, the abusive relationship, they're hiding. Oh, I just got that he's abusing everybody in the White House. Like he's obnoxious and rude and taking it out on everybody. All of his stress. He's mean. He's cruel. Abusive relationship. Everybody that's around 45 right now, he is just abusing. Interesting. Huh. And this one right here would be the Magician. The Magician. Huh. Faking it. Faking it. This one right here would be the Star. The spotlight is on him. He's faking it, but the spotlight is on him. And this would kind of represents the 2 of Wands, which would be choices. travel plans and choices. The Magician, the star, the illuminating of who he is, and he wants to travel. So he wants to get out of the country. He wants to travel. There's something that he's been itching to do, and he's trying to maneuver his way into doing it, but the spotlight is on him and he's afraid to go. And that's why he's fighting off. He sees all of the bats. He sees all the people watching him. See it? Everybody's in the dark and everybody's in secret watching him. And he's noticing it. And he's worried. Worried, contemplation, worried about somebody catching him. Because he wants to do something. Obstacle. Abandoned or unresolved. And then he's all tied up. Interesting. Very, very interesting today. But he wants to go do something. Dishonesty and running away. Dishonesty and running away is that. It still speaks to him wanting out and wanting to leave. But he's all tied up, you see. He's all tied up into the Republican Party and what his secret desire is to leave. But everything is created to keep him there. Like he's propped up by a whole bunch of stuff. Let's get some wisdom cards going on. These are very interesting today. The Magician. Let's see what you are. Circle of growth, natural low, divine order. Circle of growth. That's very interesting. Maybe that talks about about the COVID-19, the circle, the cycle of growth, the virus, the cycle of growth. Ugh. And what is this one? This was abundance, Magician. So abundance. Interesting. Celebrating of life. Yeah, he wants out. He wants out to go do something. I wonder if he wants to go to Mar-a-Lago and just have a vacation or something like that, and he just can't. Strategize. That's what he's trying to do, is trying to strategize to get in there and do it. But, he has too many people, too many eyes on him. Too many eyes on him to go do the little deviant things that he wants to do. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. See you tomorrow.